Please do not get married, my lady. I am sorry, my lady. I have overstepped.
It is quite all right. However, I would like to be left alone for a few moments.
Yes, my lady.
Father had mentioned that the Grand Duke had sent a gift box along with the marriage contract. How very elaborate. But what's this? Could it be some sort of imperial relic? Oh, what is happening? Ouch! What happened? Where am I? How have I came to be here?
Alicia Sirius Lane, the only girl born into the Marquis Lane family in 200 years. The beloved daughter of a prominent family of the Empire, or so many believed. Many assumed Alicia to be too treasured to leave the estate, such that she never made a public appearance. But what the public didn't know was that Alicia was in fact an illegitimate child that was locked away in an annex with only books for company. That was the real Alicia Sirius Lane. And Alicia was an intelligent little girl, for she was painfully aware of her situation. She'd only survived being both a girl in the Marquis family and being recognized as a legitimate daughter because she'd held high value in the Empire. And so, it was then at 17, the Marquis had arranged Alicia's marriage to a major family from the north, the Barker family. Everything proceeded as planned, that is, until Gregory Barker committed adultery with a married lady. However, the husband's anger soon left Gregory crippled, and the Lane family announced the dissolution of Alicia and Gregory's marriage. But the Barkers refused to accept it, and so a trial against the annulment ensued for 8 long years. Naturally, the trial went in favor of the Marquis family, but at the end, Alicia was already 25 years old, an age many considered old and unwanted in the marriage market. It was then that the Marquis summoned her and announced Alicia was once again betrothed, but this time to the Grand Duke of Tessen, Reichardt Tessen, Lord of the Land of Gold and Death. Reichardt was the guardian of the western border and the Emperor's half-brother. But what made the Grand Duke most notorious for his title amongst the people was the title, the Grand Duchess's serial killer. It was no secret that Reichardt had been wed 6 times. But every bride died under mysterious circumstances, and Alicia understood that if she married the Grand Duke, she too might very well lose her life.
Father surely knows that telling me to marry that man means my death. I do not want to marry him. I do not want to get married. Someone please save me. I am scared.
Do you have something more to say?
No, Father.
Then return to your quarters.
Unbeknownst to Alicia, her little walk down the hallway to her room would be the beginning of her hell.
Good. They're all asleep. Now is my only chance of escape. The day I fell into this hell and encountered that monster, I died. Over and over again. Endless deaths. And it appears I've somehow become immortal. When it catches me, in tears of my flesh, it regenerates within a week. My healing abilities have become extraordinary. Even if I wanted to die, I couldn't. Upon realizing this, I begged for my life at first, but I received no mercy. Then came the anger. I flung a slew of words that meant nothing to these creatures. I fought back, I resisted, and finally I tried to escape. But what if I can't escape? What if I get caught? But I have no choice. I have to try. I'm going the right way. I'm sure of it. I see light. It's the exit. I'm almost there. Just a little more. Another failed attempt. Just how many has it been already? Now that I think about it, wouldn't I be the perfect bride for the Grand Duke? He might have kneeled and begged for my hand, if only to cast away his title of the Duchess Killer. They're taking a long time to eat. I hate this pain. Should I just end them? Yes, I will just kill them all. It was so simple. Why didn't I think of this before? After that, it was easy. The scattered bones of my previous deaths were hard and sharp. I used them as weapons against those beasts who, unlike me, couldn't heal from fatal injuries. I started with the weaker ones and made way towards the bigger, stronger beasts.
Alicia steadily made her way through the monsters until, at last, she'd eradicated the beasts. Now she searched for the very object that had pulled her into this hell, the strange pocket watch. She'd hidden it deep within the crevice of the cave. It was this very watch that helped Alicia keep track of her time in the cave. She'd noted that she'd been stuck in this hell for 20 days at most. All at once, her anger returned as she thought about the many times she'd died in that short passage of time. She kicked at a pile of rocks as she let loose a slew of anger-filled words. But something soon caught her eye, deep in the ground. A glowing gem lay deep in the earth.
What is this?